What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Big Play Slay here, coming back with another video. And in today's video, this is going to be a video explaining who I have winning this first game of the NFL season. Football fans in general, aren't you guys excited for some football, to be back? Obviously, we got college football starting up. Amazing two first games last night between Pitt, West Virginia, and Pittsburgh. No, not Pittsburgh. Purdue and Penn State. Amazing games yesterday. And the preseason was amazing in my opinion. I like the preseason. A lot of pretty good games in the NFL for preseason. Now we get the NFL season to start with the regular season. And it's literally kicking around the corner. Let's talk about the Bills, man. This Buffalo Bills team lost a lot of, players, but got a lot of key additions to this team. And first of all, I want to point out the fact that this team has never won a Super Bowl before. And I think personally, this is the Super Bowl preview before the Super Bowl even happens. I think this is what the Super Bowl will be. The Buffalo Bills versus the Los Angeles Rams. Now, when it comes down to it, this Buffalo team added Von Miller, Kaiir, Elam, and James Cook. That was three of their biggest additions. Von Miller will help them in ways that, it won't be explainable, but he's going to help them in ways that you just can't pick apart. When you watch this guy's tape, man, Von Miller, I don't know, bro. It's like he's a magician. He's a magician on that D-line. He's just making plays happen left and right. He's so fast off that, edge. And if you can't stop the man, that's only going to let a guy like Gregory Rousseau get a sack on you. And Gregory Rousseau honestly hasn't been that bad so far in his, young career. Because you got to remember, this dude is a developmental prospect that got picked by the Buffalo Bills. And in 2020, had 4 sacks, an interception, and 50 combined tackles. Now, Kaiir Elam, big physical, tall corner. He's going to help the outside with Trey White and the backfield with the 2 safeties, Poyer and Micah Hyde. And then you get James Cook. Hey, Buffalo fans wanted another running back to add to that group because, you have Devin Singletary and whatnot, but you want to add more, and you don't want to have Josh Allen being the main runner the entire game. Now, let's look at their losses. Their key losses were Cole Beasley. I mean, let's just think about it in this way. Cole Beasley, opened the offense up for a guy like Gabe Davis. I mean, yes, Stephon Diggs was probably the biggest reason to why Gabe Davis did a lot of that, because when you focus your main turnaround to Stephon Diggs and you double team him, that's only leaving guys like him and Cole Beasley open, and you don't want to do that. Now, Cole Beasley's a loss because Beasley's an amazing route runner, and besides Diggs, and the last, couple of seasons he's been in Buffalo, he's honestly been a solid safety blanket for Josh Allen, because you can trust Cole Beasley to make a lot of ridiculous catches. And let's not forget, this man is about only 5'9", 5'10". He's not that tall. So he makes a lot of catches that, aren't ordinary for a guy his height. So, I mean, and he's 5'8". I just looked it up. He's 5'8". The man is really not that tall. And he makes ridiculous catches that, you shouldn't be doing. Another key loss that they had is Cody Ford. They traded him to the Arizona Cardinals in exchange for, I don't remember what the deal was, but I know it happened a couple days ago. Buffalo traded guard Cody Ford to the Arizona Cardinals for a 5th-round pick in 2023. So it was just a 5th-round pick in 2023 just to get him. And I say that's a loss because that Buffalo O-line is okay. I think it's literally the definition of mid. Not great, but mid. You have Deion Dawkins and whatnot on that O-line. And then, obviously, I wanted to also point out Emmanuel Sanders left the Buffalo Bills too. Now let's look at the Rams key additions. Man, they added a lot. Allen Robinson, one of the best underrated receivers in the game. He had 1,500 yards with Blake Bortles. He had 1,500 yards with Blake Bortles, man. That's impressive. And not only did he do that in that one season, bro, but he had another 1,000-yard season with Chicago. And no disrespect to Mitchell Trubisky, but Allen Robinson made a lot of them plays in Chicago in them 2 years that Mitchell Trubisky was there with. Well, I don't remember if he was there in 2020. No, I think he was. He wasn't there in 2020. That's when they lost to the Saints in the playoffs. Now, Allen Robinson had 1,147 yards in 2019, 1,150 yards in 2020. So, and he had 1,400 in 2015 with Blake Bortles. Dude's a safety blanket. And you add that next to Cooper Kupp, the Triple Crown winner, or the Triple Crown king. That offense is loaded. Van Jefferson, Tyler Higbee, Cam Akers, Matthew Stafford. Now, and then you also add Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner is one of the best linebackers in the game. He is Mr. Consistent every year on the defense. He's always there, and he's always there with his production every freaking year. They also added KYREN Williams. Now, this guy, I say he's a key addition because when you look at this Rams team, yes, they have Cam Akers, but Cam Akers has been injured 1 year. They lost Sony Michel. So, this dude's a rookie from Notre Dame going into a situation where he has a mastermind of an offensive coordinator. Their key losses, we pointed out Von Miller earlier, went to the Buffalo Bills. Von Miller is a big loss for them because, you have Leonard Floyd on the outside with Aaron Donald, of course. But he's a key loss because the man can open up holes and, sides for a guy like Aaron Donald. Now, obviously, last year, they double-teamed Aaron Donald damn near every play. So, whether you like it or not, I don't know how this man, Von Miller, was just going to not get a one-on-one. So, he's going to get double-teamed now when he's been in Buffalo. Another loss is Andrew Whitworth. Andrew Whitworth was their best offensive lineman on that line. He's been on that line for a solid minute now. He was amazing with the Bengals, and he was amazing with the Rams. And Matthew Stafford could definitely be a gunslinger a lot of times, and that can cost him. So you don't want him rolling out a lot. You want him to roll out a lot in a scheme like this because you have Cooper Kupp, Van Jefferson, and Allen Robinson. But the point that I'm trying to make is now that you can't roll out a little too much with Andrew Whitworth not being on that, that blind side for him, it's kind of going to be hard for Matthew Stafford. And then Robert Woods, I think that's a key loss because Robert Woods was an amazing run blocker. People don't give him credit for that. And yes, Cooper Kupp was most of that damn offense last year, but whenever Robert Woods is healthy, he's a good number 2 next to Cooper Kupp. And he can be a good number 2 in a lot of offenses, actually. So I think losing Robert Woods is going to be a big for them because Robert Woods is a guy that's only going to just help them. So, yeah. I think this will be a really good game. It's going to come down to the wire. We'll see what happens. But, hey, I have to point out both of their, seasons last year, how both of their seasons went. Now, the Buffalo Bills, they went to the not the Buffalo Bills. I'm talking about them, but they went to the divisional round and lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. My bad, y'all. I am, thinking about a lot of things with college football going on yesterday and whatnot. But, yeah, they lost to the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs, in the divisional round, and what was one of the best playoff games ever. And you could definitely throw it up there, top 5, top 10. That's how good this game was. Back and forth, constantly. Back and forth, constant. And it was just so good. And that game at the end was just amazing. The fourth quarter, Josh Allen looked absolutely terrific. This is how you know this man got better the last couple of seasons. Because people want to say, oh, Stephon Diggs, huge factor to his game. Right, I agree. Getting a guy like Stephon Diggs, that helps you with your accuracy. But you got to remember, last offseason, people were talking about that a lot. And he just proved to people that he can do it without Diggs, without passing the ball to Diggs. Diggs was in the game, of course, but he wasn't throwing to Diggs. He was giving the ball to other guys, too. Gabe Davis, Dawson Knox, making throws that you're just not supposed to make. Unordinary throws. And he's proven to people that he's a franchise quarterback. And the dude is just an amazing quarterback, and he's a franchise quarterback. Now, you look at the Rams situation. Man, I mean, y'all know what happened. I don't even got to explain. Cooper Kupp is just that guy. Matthew Stafford played absolutely terrific. That O-line did well for as long as they could. That receiving core with Cooper Kupp and, obviously OBJ, they got them to the promised land. When OBJ got hurt, Cooper Clutch came in, and he came at the right time. That defense stepped up big time in the game. Jalen Ramsey, yes, he got cooked here and there against Jamar Chase. And I'm sorry, bro. That was a hold by, or not a hold, that was a face mask by T. Higgins. People want to call that an actual touchdown. It is what it is. But in my opinion, that was a face mask. Because he literally dragged his face mask down to the ground, just went into the end zone. But yeah, Aaron Donald stepped up big. That's what shows you how much, the dude is just, he's Aaron Donald for a reason. That just goes to show you why he's just that good. He's the greatest defensive tackle to ever do it, in my opinion. And, they stepped up big when they had to. They put that Bengals streak down. The Bengals were on a run, but this Rams team just stepped up when it mattered the most. And Aaron Donald came up huge for them. Now, one thing I will say for Buffalo's side is they can't be playing like a bad defense. Because remember, they were the number one defense and they let up a touchdown in, 13 seconds? You can't be doing that as the best defense in the league. The supposed best defense in the league. You cannot be doing that. And it's just not going to help you. Because if you're doing that as the best defense in the league, that's going to only cost you costly plays. Remember that Tyreek Hill touchdown they gave up at the end of the game. Now, with all that being said, I have the Buffalo Bills winning this game 35-32 against the Rams. Now, I say that because I just think this Buffalo team comes back with vengeance, and they're going to spoil them rings that are being shown on September 8th for the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are coming off of a Super Bowl win, and I think the Buffalo Bills spoiled that. So, when it comes down to it, I think they spoil it. I think they play better. I think Josh Allen is just going to do Josh Allen things. And yes, Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp are going to be big. But Jalen Ramsey, or not Jalen Ramsey, I don't think Tre'Davious White is playing in this game. And even at that, bro, Tre'Davious White be getting beat sometimes. I still think he's a top 3 corner, but he does be getting beat a lot. I mean, every corner gets beat. Whether you're the best or not. But like I said, I got Buffalo winning this game. I think Stephon Diggs has a really good game. I think Gabe Davis keeps pushing his momentum. Dawson Knox comes up big against that secondary, especially their safety room. I think he does really well against Jordan Fuller. And I think Gabe Davis is going to do really well against that too. Jalen Ramsey versus Stephon Diggs is going to be a matchup to watch. And when it comes down to it, I think Sean McDermott is the mastermind in this game, and he pulls it off, and he rallies his team to the win. And Josh Allen, I think he's going to have a big game. I think it's going to be around 300 yards this game. But I'm going to end this video off right here. Let me know what you guys think. Football is back. It's literally around the corner, September 8th. Y'all come tune in. We'll see what happens, man. I just won a really good game. I got the Bills winning 35-32. I hope it's kind of like this. But I'm going to end this video off right here. Y'all have a safe and blessed day. Your boy is out. Peace.